So feel free to grill me. Yanni, you wanted to make some comments about the heritage event that you attended on our behalf.
What are you going to do next week?
Hey? It is the Mayor's report, but the Mayor can't go to everything. And sometimes I get councillors to go to things that I can't go to. And actually, Yanni volunteered before I even knew it was on.
Cool. Okay. Well, I was hoping to have some photos for you, but haven't been able to do it due to a few issues. So I'll send those around. There's just a few things to say, and that is that it's gone really, really well. So this is the Future of Heritage workshops that we've had as an organisation, as a council, and it's leading to the development of hopefully a heritage strategy. So the survey, there's a survey that closes on May 22nd. We've had 75 people participate. That's on the Have Your Say website. Strongly encourage those councillors and board members to send that around all your contacts and encourage people to get involved. The two workshops, there was a workshop on the 26th of April in North Beach, and we had Ruth Dyson MP there along with 33 other people, and that was really nice to meet in that North Beach, the War Memorial Hall. One thing that did come out of that is that it would be really great to put Wi-Fi into our community facilities so that when we have those sorts of workshops and functions, it's great for people to be able to be connected. The second workshop was held in the function room at Council, 6th of May, and that included Nikki Wagner, MP, and 43 people. So that was really good. She's also the Minister of the newly appointed Minister of Earthquake Recovery, so that's even better that she took the time out of her busy schedule to drop in. We've had 3 drop-in sessions, or 2 so far, but the last one is on this Saturday, 62 London Street, from 10 to 12, and that's at Grub Cottage. And the other 2 drop-in sessions, the one in town wasn't so well attended, but the one in Akaroa at the Gaiety was, and there was about 28 people there talking mainly about Akaroa and the Peninsula Heritage. There's other consultation planned, which is around an internal staff workshop throughout the different units of council, including libraries, to really get some views internally. There's a visit to a number of schools. There's been a presentation to a postgraduate environmental science class, and there's also the formation of a partnership with Ngāi Tahu and the local Runanga, and work's going on in that. The next steps are really for the information to be collated and reviewed, the identification of key themes and recommendations, and then in May, June, meetings with the Runanga representatives, 5th of July, an informal briefing to the SCD Committee of Council, the Social and Community Development Committee, 7th of July, meeting with Community Board Chairs. So I just wanted to acknowledge the awesome effort of staff in organising those forums. I think one of the key things that has come out of the people that are participating is that although they felt that it's been really difficult with heritage, they really love the opportunity to have actually been able to come together. And I also wanted to acknowledge Councillor Anne Galloway for attending the workshops as well, because people really liked the idea that we were having a two-way engagement, listening and talking and understanding what people's views were. And I think that's a really good model as we talk about moving forward for the LTP, of having a more regular engagement with key sectors to get those ideas and those contributions. So I think staff have done an amazing job on getting those things organised. There's still a lot of work to be done. It's a great step, I think, to the city coming up with a really coherent and clear vision and strategy for what we do with heritage going forward. So thank you to everyone that's been involved. Thank you for the opportunity just to say a few words as part of your report.
I've got a question, because it's quite a diverse sort of month, isn't it? So there's everything from the Ministry of Awesome's 5th birthday through to Anzac Day, to handing over villages, to saying goodbye to Air New Zealand, from the museum to saying goodbye to Jerry. I was just wondering, what were the highlights of the
Those last 2 sentences.
I'm kind of hoping that somebody would notice that I read very hard and that I have events most evenings and weekends. And in fact, the Easter had Yeah, I mean, even the recess week was kind of busy. So I think I'm really grateful when councillors can do things for me, and I just kind of want to acknowledge Yanni. He really took that one up as on his own volition, but then reported through the Mayor's report, and I really appreciate that, and I want to encourage others to do that too. Phil Clearwater represented me at the opening of the Salvation Army Citadel. Well, it's not a Citadel anymore, but, or is it? City Core. And I mean, it's a tremendous facility, and obviously the Salvation Army have played a significant role in our city, so I was sad that I couldn't attend, but I can't attend everything. I really liked Delman Architects of Space. Richard Delman's a local architect, and I went to primary school with him, and I said that, if you can't ask somebody you went to primary school with who's turned out to be the mayor to come and open your building, then there's something wrong with the world. So I really enjoyed doing that. I loved the pilot Pacifica Youth Parliament. There are some extraordinary young leaders in the city, and I feel very confident about the future of our city when I go to an event like that and see Josiah and some of his. Is it? No, I better say happy birthday on Facebook. So it just was. Extraordinary. But look, I'm really pleased that I've made contact with the new Minister of Local Government. The Honourable Anne Tolley actually knows a lot about how our city operates, and I've reinforced that message that we are up for trialling new ways of doing things here. That's part of who we are, and in a post-disaster environment there's just opportunities to do things differently. So I've reinforced that message, talked to her about the inappropriate division of functions on public transport, but we won't go there. And I've also actually met more than once with the Honourable Nikki Wagner, and we are establishing joint meetings on a very regular basis, and I'm very confident about how we will be able to build on that community engagement approach that Regenerate Christchurch is locking into place in the city. So that's great. And there's so many highlights. Ministry of Awesome, I have to reflect on that. So they had a very small get together, really just to acknowledge where they've come in 5 years. I can't imagine the city not having them now, and yet they didn't exist 5 years ago. So they've done an extraordinary job in terms of that emergent leadership that seizes the opportunities, and they really have helped the city, I think, not only recover but also springboard and look at new ways of doing things as well. So anyway, that was just a quick snapshot. Thank you for the question. Okay, so would someone like to move? You'd like to move it?
Yeah, I like to move, but I like to comment one event.
You want to? Okay.
In response to the Song Qinlin exhibition, I also was in there. Actually, it's not only the Song Qinlin the kind of photo exhibition. Actually, it's the Ravi Alley and the Song Qinlin. Both they are the long-term friendship between China and New Zealand for probably 50 years. So the Ravi Alley is a kind of excellent figure, Yeah. But at the moment in level 1, we still have the exhibition. All fellow council not yet to have a look. I encourage you to have a look. That's very worthwhile. Stairs.
When we first went to China to set up the sister city, Rewi was there, so we got the pleasure of meeting him. So we actually asked him what he missed most from New Zealand, and he said boysenberry ice cream. So the task was to get boysenberry ice cream across to China without it melting, but we did it.
Your photo is in China, and your smile hasn't changed. Right, so you'd like to move the report, seconded by Andrew, thank you. I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried.